Wahlberg told me that they've still got a lot to learn, so they've still got time to get things together before conference play. Pacing will be everything for the Bulldogs to get a hot start.
Fresno State, a program and a team, they pride themselves on physicality. They were -9 on the glass last night, and when I asked Vance Wahlberg earlier today, what's the big key tonight, the first thing he led with was rebounding.
Yes, for sure. I mean, they got to control this glass against California Baptist. A smaller team, so definitely for sure controlling that glass.
Fresno State, longtime members of the old WAC, now members of the Mountain West, soon to be members of the new look Pac-12. It's off the side of the iron. Michael Robinson misses the night's first attempt.
A.J. Brown doing a nice job of boxing out. Didn't go for the rebound, but kept his individual assignment off the glass.
Fresno State is 7 of 22 from the perimeter last night. Brown misses off the side of the rim, as both teams trade three-point misses. Robinson bounces to Collins, and the extra pass to the 7-footer Moore-Sek to light the lamp.
Javonte Collins did a nice job of backdooring, being able to create some offense by his defender being able to lose him.
Coleman misses his first attempt. With the bulk of his damage from three-point territory. Weaver floats it in. A 4-0 start for Fresno State.
Good start for the Bulldogs.
Daniels loses the handle. A steal for Elijah Price. And contact at midcourt. Pullman picks up the foul.
Good start for the Bulldogs. As you can see, Zayon Collins backdoor gives it up for the easy layup. Then the next play, you can see Weaver, just individual talent, driving out when he's scoring.
Jalen Weaver, who spent his freshman year at Nevada, then went to Salt Lake City College in his second year at Fresno State. The game-time decision did wind up playing some minutes off the bench yesterday, coming back from an ankle injury. No question he's one of their more dynamic players in the backcourt. Williams tight-roping the sideline to secure the takeaway for California Baptist. Williams forces it up, missed it off the heel. Lancers have missed their first 3 attempts tonight. Fresno State 12-21 last season, went 4-14 in the Mountain West. Parted ways with Justin Hudson after the year and brought in the architect of the dribble drive motion offense, Vance Wahlberg. Dominique Daniels with a downtown hit.
The lefty lined that one up. CBU on the scoring board.
Only 1 3 for Daniels last night. Had 9 through CBU's first 6 games. Price twirling around. Robinson will reset in the half court for Fresno State. 5 to shoot. Jalen Weaver stumbles, loses the handle, and this is a shot clock violation.
Let's watch Dominique Daniels Jr. come off the screen and roll. His defender Collins goes under, and he makes him pay. That was a deep 3. You can understand why Collins went under. Can't give him the angle to get into the lane, but he's going to knock down that shot. It's going to definitely help his team because they have to go over. And then he definitely can get it 2 feet in the paint and make a play.
Dominique Daniels, one of the best scorers in college basketball that you might not know about. Had 3 30-point games a season ago. Takes another 3. This one rattles out. Price backs in on Brown and had it partially blocked. Nice defense from A.J. Brown. Silverstein stops on a dime. Brown whips it underneath, and Coleman flush.
Coleman doing a nice job of running and planting himself right on that baseline in a dunking position. Beautiful pass by A.J. Brown.
With a career-high 32 points in 35 minutes for Kendall Coleman last night. Amar Aguilar rattles in his first attempt. but now limping out of bounds. May have rolled the ankle on the way in. A.J. Brown to the goal and draws a foul. Not a good sign for Fresno State. And while Aguilar struggled last night, he is their best scorer.
Watch the block right here. Stay down. Good block by A.J.
He injured himself in the process.
He did. Nice little floater. As soon as he landed, twisted his ankle. You can see he's getting some work. It looks like he might be okay. He's getting taped. He's going to come back in this game.
We've been told Morsek also dealing with some discomfort. So Alex Crawford checks in along with David Douglas for Fresno State. A.J. Brown, 1 for 2 at the free throw line. Silverstein, the offensive rebound. Here comes Williams to the bucket. And Brown rolls it in on the putback.
A.J. Brown, definitely undersized center, but plays bigger than he looks. Great skill on the block. It's going to be interesting right now with no big in. He has a chance.
Was the best field goal percentage scorer in college basketball last season at Wright State. Douglas, catch and shoot. Wide left on the 3. Daniels, knifing inside. And he used the offhand, couldn't finish it. But a couple of free throws coming for the all-conference senior point guard.
I love that Sam and also Dominique Daniels Jr. huddling the team up and said, hey, we got to get ready to go right now defensively. We got to get this done.
Two years at junior college for Dominique Daniels after he had no scholarship offers out of high school. Was still under-recruited after winning back-to-back California JUCO State Player of the Year awards at San Bernardino Valley. And the opportunity provided to him by California Baptist really paid off for the Lancers a season ago. He set the single-season program record for most points per game, more than 19 a game last year. Similar numbers through the first few weeks of this season. He's got 5 of the first 10 for California Baptist as Crawford turns and misses.
A.J. Brown with another rebound.
California Baptist trailed by 16 points in the second half last night. Came back to tie it a few times, but ultimately lost by 2 against SMU. Daniels for 3. As Coleman on the offensive glass, Daniels will take it down the baseline, and a teardrop settles in.
Yes, that was with his right hand on the baseline. He's the lefty.
7-0 run. Daniels has 7 points, and Price scores on the inside for Fresno State. First points for Elijah Price, a redshirt freshman. And Price was out of bounds trying to secure the takeaway.
Well, let's watch this by Dominique Daniels Jr. That's the right hand, looking like Mike Conley. He's really good with his offhand.
I like that comp.
And then a nice little floater with the right hand.
I've heard Isaiah Thomas's name thrown around a lot.
I can
with
see
comparison.
that.
My generation's Isaiah Thomas.
Yeah. Your generation. I like that.
Well, Daniels with 7 of the first 12 here for California Baptist. Pulls up and hits. Nope, it's spun out.
Fooled me too, Chris. I thought that was in. He should get a half a point, shouldn't he?
Yeah, give him half. How many times do you think that swirled around?
Really quickly, about 3 times. Let's watch this one. You called it good.
Yeah.
Me too. 1, 2,
My goodness. They should look the other way and take that field goal miss off of its percentage. A good sign for Fresno State to get more Morsek back in the game. Shot clock into single digits for the Bulldogs. Robinson falls away, and this one rattles in.
space and just making something happen with the shot clock running down.
Williams for three. Was tapped around quite a few times before Michael Robinson came away with it. 7-footer Brady Heenig seeing his first opening half action for California Baptist. And that's the third Fresno State first half turnover. All right, Amar Aguilar got that right ankle taped up. We'll see how he moves around out there.
Yeah, he's back.
Brantley Stevenson in off the bench for California Baptist. Musa finds Johnson. And Weaver there to grab the miss. CBU 1 for 6 from the outside to open up this game. Nasir Trimble in off the bench for Fresno State. Crawford turns. That's a perfect release.
It is. Perfect move as well. Took up the space, got into the paint, and shot a nice little floater.
12's on the board between the Lancers and the Bulldogs. 8 minutes in. Third place game of the Acrisure Holiday Invitational. It's Coleman from the corner. Johnson tried to save it in, and it belongs to Fresno State when we return.
Let's watch Alex Crawford drive this basketball. Nice little spin, stay on back.
Had a brief 2-year stint as Pepperdine's head coach. Some NBA time as an assistant for George Karl with the Kings and Nuggets, and the architect of the dribble drive motion offense. 6-0 run for Fresno State to pull even. Aguilar hands it off to Price, and too strong on the short attempt. Musa weaving through, and the putback's there. Johnson on the offensive glass for California Baptist. First points in 3 minutes.
Javonte Johnson stayed right with it.
Crawford lines up a three.
If you watch Javonte Johnson on this play, as you can see, Adam Musa driving the basketball. You can see he flies in from way on the right wing to be able to get that tip in. That's great hustle.
Johnson buries the three. Doing it inside and outside for California Baptist. Transfer from Colorado State. Was in the big dance last year. Aguilar, limitless range, but he missed this one off the heel. Price, put back, missed everything. And Heenig gets tied up with Price. Possession arrow points the way of CBU.
Those guys fight for this. Ooh-wee. Flexibility. Let go of it. Yeah, let go of it. I want to see him hurt himself.
Did you get some flashbacks there?
Price wouldn't let go of it. I don't blame him, but boy, he was at an uncomfortable position.
I think I would have separated two separated shoulders there. Johnson hits another one. 8 straight for Javonte Johnson to give California Baptist an 8-point lead.
I mean, huge minutes, and positive minutes off the bench.
Weaver recontrols the dribble. There's a Robinson muscling it up, and it rolls off, but he's headed to the free throw line for 2.
Javonte Johnson, as you can see, he's just spot up in the corner, didn't have to move. Defense collapsed. A good pass by Sam Silverstein. Javonte Johnson, like you said, Chris, 8 points off the bench. 2 threes and a pickup.
8 in a row for California Baptist. All right, the Acrisure Classic is brought to you by Acrisure. Find your advantage today at Acrisure.com. Our coverage of the Acrisure Series, in a lot of ways, just getting started. We've got 2 more days of this thing in Greater Palm Springs, with some new teams coming to town tomorrow. Washington, Colorado State, Santa Clara, USC, New Mexico, St. Mary's, Arizona State, and others. We'll keep you fed on Turkey Day.
AJ's pretty good down on the block. Good D by Aguilar, though. He's pulling. Say that.
Gets to the block. Had to sneak it inside the Price, and Fresno State turns it over. Kind of feel like Fresno State needs a bounce-back game from Amar Aguilar, who leads them in scoring at more than 17 a game. Had a 30-ball opening night against Sac State and poured in 25 over the weekend in a road comeback at Long Beach State. Musa at the controls. Finds Johnson. A heat check. And he missed this one off the front of the iron. Aguilar gliding downhill and a southpaw flip high off the glass.
He's more into this game than the last one, you can see.
2 of his first 3 from the field. Brown responds with 2.
He knows how to post up, knows how to keep his defender on his shoulder, on his hip. Good pass, good entry pass.
12 points for Brown last night. Played 26 minutes around some foul trouble. Price out of the high post. Finds Collins on the slip, and it's knocked out with 9 to shoot.
Watch this bucket by Aguilar. Drives it with his left hand. Takes his time. That's not an easy shot with the lefty off the window.
Late in the clock here for Fresno State. Price will take it to the goal, put too much on it. Aguilar snares the loose ball. He spins to his right and follows it up.
He's creating space with that big body. Looks like he's going to have a comeback game, like you said.
The national junior college leader in scoring a season ago at Triton in Illinois, on a team that finished runner-up in the NJCAA tournament in Hutchinson, Kansas. Daniels launches and hits. Ten points early for Dom Daniels. And layup. Silverstein runs the floor. Daniels finds Musa. Here comes Stevenson. Down the lane to the bucket, and a tough finish for Brantley Stevenson.
That's a nice move. Nice elevation, absorb the contact, and a nice little use of the glass.
Fifth-year senior, more than 1,000 points in his college career. Aguilar finds Collins in search of his first points, and he rolls them in.
That was tough, too. It's good defense by CBU, but that was a tough 2 by Collins.
Inside of 7 minutes on this first half clock. 3rd place game of the Acrisure Holiday Invitational. Stevenson buries the corner tray.
They've had some big contribution from Johnson and Stevenson off the bench.
Back-to-back buckets for Brantley, and now he's got a takeaway. Now, he has been slumping the last few games, but a valuable piece here for California Baptist as Brown is denied. Gets it back and draws a foul.
Brantley Stevenson, let's watch this play. Him driving this one, made up his mind, attack, take the bump. Nice English off the...
It's just the reality of the situation.
30-19, A.J. Brown at the line.
Excluding March, best week of the season in college basketball.
I would say rivalry week. Is that in basketball? A little bit. Not as much as football.
Not the same for every conference, though.
March Madness to me.
No doubt.
Well, when we played Michigan, I'm a Michigan State guy. When we played Michigan, that's the best game of the year.
Maybe some budding rivalries here in non-conference play for some of these programs. Final 6 minutes of the opening 20. Aguilar steps back from the corner. And Musa has the loose ball for California Baptist.
I love his attack, the way he plays that point guard position.
Daniels front rims the three. Crawford backs in Musa, knocked him over, and has the easy two.
It wasn't a Euro step, that was a walkover step and late.
Oh, Alex Crawford, San Diego City College transfer, was at Stetson in DeLand, Florida, out of the ASUN his freshman season. Daniels turns it over, a steal for Douglas. Here comes Aguilar. And he threw it away.
I think the turnovers right now for the Bulldogs, they have to understand they're down 10 to get back in this game. Can't turn it over. They get some stops, but then they turn it over.
6 first half giveaways for Fresno State. Musa in and out.
Oh, good shot. Tight rims on this end.
Senior from Egypt has more sec. Couldn't get it to go. Jam that, right?
I think so, but it's hard for him. He can't get any elevation coming off that injury.
ACL injury back in January. Ended his season at Hawaii last year. Musa whistled for traveling before the nifty behind the back pass.
He has a good feel for the game and passing it. Even though he traveled, that was an impressive pass.
Five assists in a win over the weekend at home against Eastern Washington for Adam Musa, who transferred within the conference from Tarleton State, where Billy Gillespie is the head coach. No bucket for Collins. Got a foul on the floor. And it's the first on Dominic Daniels. So Fresno State, 10 of 24 from the field, but they've been plagued by the 6 turnovers, and they've been out-rebounded by 3. Vance Wahlberg keying in on rebounding was a big key in this game tonight, and that's their 7th turnover. Collins stepped out of bounds.
Dominic Daniels Jr. is glued to Collins right now.
Now, Collins only has 1 field goal attempt, coming off the career-high outing last night. Coleman spins back to his right and flips it in.
I love this field out on that block.
4 points for Coleman. Robinson steps into a 3.
Good box out by Musa.
Musa bounces to Daniels, who goes up and under and missed it. Coleman on the offensive glass misses the putback, and Robinson saves it into Collins. Amunique knocks over Stevenson. Offensive foul.
Bradley Stevenson did a nice job. Great hustle. Let's watch this. The ball thrown ahead by the Bulldogs. A lot of guys with some quickness to make some plays, and so far right now, they're going a lot of one-on-one. They have 10 made buckets, but only 1 assist, 8 turnovers. Those stats are not good, and that's why they're down 12.
Well, this is California Baptist's largest lead of the opening 20, up a dozen. Stevenson on a pocket pass to Coleman for 2.
I love that play. Overload one side and let those 2 guys play 2-man game on the opposite side.
First assist for Brantley Stevenson to go along with his 5 points off the bench this first half. California Baptist by 14. And a reach-in foul on CBU. Silverstein picks it up. 5th on the Lancers this half. Robinson drifting inside and lays it in.
He was determined to get to the bucket on that play.
5 first half points for Michael Robinson. Silverstein across the lane. Coleman stays patient. Off the front rim. Price. Foul on Coleman. That's his second. Cheer on your favorite college basketball squad with officially licensed fan gear. For the best selection of team apparel and accessories, head to shopncaasports.com today. Robinson for 3, off the side of the iron. Fresno State has not hit from the outside yet, 0 for 7. Musa out to Stevenson. Robinson stops at the mid-post. Unique, the freshman from Los Angeles. Now Collins. Aguilar lowers the shoulder and scores.
He has some strength and size down there. Determined.
Team high 8 points for Amar Aguilar off the bench tonight.
Let's watch this one down here. There's some banging going on. But he...
Minute 14 on the first half clock from inside Acrisure Arena in Greater Palm Springs with the Michigan State Hall of Famer Steve Smith, Chris Sylvester, Unqua Asonye, our producer Denny Blunt, director Jonathan Bywaters. Third place game of the Acrisure Holiday Invitational. Williams twirling around, left it short, and Collins skies for the miss. Aguilar inside the sec, and he couldn't find the handle, but it was last touched by CBU.
Risky pass by Aguilar, but good job by Sec being able to catch it. Got it knocked out of bounds. See the Bulldogs trying to pick up the pace. 55 seconds left. Want to end this one well if you're the Bulldogs.
Jalen Weaver's been quiet. 2 points on 1 attempt. Pulls up, hits the short jump shot.
He heard you.
They've got to get him involved.
Yes, they do.
Back to a single-figure deficit. Musa pulls the trigger at the free throw line and knocks down the jump shot.
Nice job by him being able to snake his way into the paint.
Vance Wahlberg takes his use it or lose it first half timeout. His Bulldogs trail by 10 late in the first half. Perfecting your...
A clip where he wants to get to improve that, but so far today he's knocked down some threes that are high clip, also been able to score inside. He's done a nice job for CBU.
10 points to pace California Baptist. And that's the lead for the Lancers with the shot clock dark. Fresno State 0 for 7 from the perimeter. So they'll go inside. Aguilar losing the handle, and he stepped out. A turnover with 1.3. In it comes to Daniels, a half-court heave. And that's all she wrote for the opening 20 tonight in Greater Palm Springs. California Baptist, 37-27 over Fresno State at the... So Fresno State, they'll try and claw back from a double-figure halftime deficit. Unqua Osonye caught up with Vance Wahlberg on his way back to the floor.
And Chris, he said it's all about the little things. They still haven't made a three-pointer yet, but he said they're going to have to continue to do the little things to try to turn this game around. Still a long season, even a long game, but he's preaching some patience with this squad.
He called his team a work in progress. A loss last night to Washington State, playing from behind to start the second half here. Shot clock down to 5. Collins. Robinson drives the lane. And Silverstein clears the miss. Harvard transfer's been busy on the glass tonight. 5 boards for Sam Silverstein. Williams attacks. And Coleman knocked it out. Go back to the second half last night against SMU and the opening 20 minutes of this game. Back-to-back really good halves put together by California Baptist.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They play extremely hard, and they shared, and it was a guy, Kendall Coleman, who just really took over the ball game. Wait to see if he'll get involved in this half.
Morissette kept it alive off the miss, but Brown secures it. Brown left the runner short. Weaver weaves inside and finishes.
That was a beautiful move. I think they got to get him more touches. You said that in the first half. They got to get him going.
3 for 3 from the field. If it ain't broke. Daniels high off the glass. Robinson rebounds. Weaver angling back to the 10. Price out of the shot fake through the contact, and he lays it in. Fresno State attacking early and often in this second half. They've got the first 4 points.
Got this lead down to 6.
Mid-post A.J. Brown against the 7-footer Morissette. Walled off. Shot clock into single digits. Daniels, too strong. Collins takes it to the rim. 6-0 start to the second half for Fresno State. And a timeout, California Baptist.
A really good start for the Bulldogs.
Toward Morissette. Everyone encouraging him to keep the ball up and not bother to bring it down dribbling. They've got a lot of energy and they think they can turn this one around. Vance Wahlberg said so himself, guys.
Morissette just 1 of 5 from the field, but Fresno State 3 of its last 3 to cut this thing down to 4. Williams outside the restricted area, leaves it short, follows up the miss. And the possession arrow after a tie-up will keep it on this end with CBU. Fresno State, they have not hit a three-pointer tonight. And if you're not going to have success from the perimeter, they've laid out a blueprint of how to get buckets. Just attack the rim time and time again.
Extremely hard.
Brown out to Daniels. CBU still scoreless to open this second half. Weaver, his first miss. Sick taps it in.
Sack doing a nice job on that one. Being able to crash the glass and use his size. He's 7'1", going up against A.J. Brown, who's only 6'9".
8-0 start to the second half for the Bulldogs. See if Coleman can get involved. Poked out of bounds by Zayon Collins, who had 6 steals in a game earlier this month at UC Santa Barbara. You really liked what you saw that first half from Adam Musa. He's back on the floor for California Baptist.
Yeah, it is, because they have two guys that can make plays off the bounce.
Silverstein spins inside, skips it to Brown, had it knocked away by Collins. His hands have been active. Leaves CBU with just 3 to shoot here. Daniels into Brown, and he lays it in.
That was a not quick move and too easy. Seth has to have more resistance than that.
8 points for Brown. Robinson stops and pops. Brown clears. He'll take a 3. Not really his game.
Oh, but he's so wide open. He said, at least let me take this one.
Robinson recovers. Weaver. That was partially deflected by Musa. Fresno State still with a goose egg in the three-point make column. Musa pulls the trigger. Collins, the hit ahead for Weaver. Touchdown.
Great catch, great pass. Like a quarterback to a receiver. Weaver, an athlete, he went and got that one.
A 10-2 run for Fresno State to open the second half. Silverstein lets it go. Missed everything.
Let's watch this one. Collins throws it up. Weaver, go get it. Just a better athlete on that play. And he laid.
They won 28 games their final D2 season. This is only the 3rd year that they'll be eligible to dance.
Yeah, and he's having great conversations as a coach. Just saying one more step, one more effort. Just a little bit more on the defensive end.
Well, Collins with a beautiful job to sneak that one inside. And a foul on Brown reaching in on Crawford. So we're slowly but surely starting to see how Zayon Collins can influence this game for Fresno State. He did it with his scoring yesterday. He's done it with his defense and facilitating tonight. Collins picked up by Daniels. Weaver turns, and it bounces out.
Good rebound by Sam.
Remember, it was the bench that helped California Baptist build a double-figure lead at halftime. Musa strolls end line. Johnson hit a couple of big threes that first half. Daniels glides in, and it bounces out. Braun on the offensive glass. They'll call a tie-up, and the possession arrow gives it back to Fresno State.
AJ doing a nice job on the glass, but just couldn't get it up. You can see he created space. He got it. And a little tie-up, and he didn't let it go. And he knocked it in with his left hand. After the jump ball call.
Robinson draws a pair of defenders and threw it off Silverstein. The best thing you can do in that situation?
Yeah, it is. Sam Silverstein doing a nice job. He understood that the smaller Dominique Daniels Jr. was in trouble, so he came and doubled at the right time.
Jalen Weaver to the bench. Aguilar back on the floor for Fresno State. Had 8 points in that opening half. Shot clock down to 5. Robinson finds Aguilar. He raises up and misses the jump shot. Only 2 points the first 7 minutes of this second half. That'll help. Count it and a foul, and give him one on the house. Javonte Johnson with more offense off the bench for Rick Croy.
It's been the bench for me for CBU. Johnson, deliberate, playing with force, coming downhill. He knocked down a couple threes, but also showing his ability to drive it extremely hard. They needed a bucket. They needed a momentum basket to kind of get them going.
Spent the last 4 seasons in the Mountain West, so he's no stranger to Fresno State. 3 years at New Mexico. Last season at Colorado State. A couple of programs that will be here beginning their Acrisure Series journeys tomorrow. The lead back to 5. Collins way off. Silverstein chugging the other direction. Johnson, corner pop. Yes, sir.
He is rolling. Minutes, points, and that's a nice steal.
Here comes Musa with the jam. And just like that, the lead grows back to 10. An 8-0 flurry in the last 36 seconds for California.
Saying he only wants tough twos for Fresno State. And it's been working so far, holding the Bulldogs scoreless for the last 2 minutes and 32 seconds, guys.
Talk about a streaky offense. California Baptist had just 2 points the first 7 minutes of this half. And then in the blink of an eye, they score 8 to piece this lead back to 10.
And it was defensively. We talked about that huddle before. Just a little bit extra when we had him mic'd up. And they've given that extra effort on this end. They're going small with Coleman right now at the center spot, trying to generate some more offense. I think right now he's looking at it saying, hey, we're up 10. Let's try to push this lead.
Price tried to feed it to Sek right through his hands.
That's that extra effort by Adam Musa, being able to knock that one away.
The Tides have quickly turned here. Daniels stops and starts. Musa. It finds Coleman. Johnson makes the extra pass. Silverstein way off. Daniels has the hoist, and it pops out.
He has 2 of them to go in and out of this game. That one rattled.
Aguilar on a catch and shoot. Fresno State still without a 3-point make. They've whiffed on all 9 attempts. Daniels knifing through off the side of the glass. Aguilar deflected. Collins recovers and teardrops it home.
Collins knocked that one down. Nice little floater. PA announcer thought it was Musa. It's okay. It happens.
It's late. All right, Bradley Stevenson, who had a nice stretch off the bench that first half. We'll see his first second half action here for California Baptist. He had our Acrisure play of the game.
He did. Both him and Johnson giving some great minutes.
23 bench points in total, almost half the 47 for CBU. This is Musa. Aguilar flashes, Euro step, count it! Plus the foul, Amar Aguilar to the free throw line with a chance at 3.
They need him. They need him to get going. Interesting Euro step. He plays through all type of contact. Strong. He's a shot maker.
Third foul on Kendall Coleman. Aguilar, the first Bulldog into double figures. He's got 11. A guy that had a 30-point night against Sacramento State earlier this month. He can score in bunches. Daniels follows it up. In among the trees, Dominic Daniels with a putback. Here comes Collins, and he took that extra step, but there was a reach in prior. And it's on Musa.
Let's watch it. Floater with the right hand, first one to go get it. Watch this, Chris. Watch the height. He gets up on this one.
You think he could throw it down?
I think so.
Aguilar misfires from the corner. Dominique Daniels, one of the more dynamic guards in mid-major college basketball, no question. He's got 12 points, a couple of assists tonight. They'll pull the trigger on a three. Coleman on the offensive glass. Musa sneaks inside, and Robinson whistled for a reach-in. Coleman spins on set, and the reverse goes.
I think they need to go to Coleman a little bit more. Let him catch at the elbow. He has the quickness to drive it and the strength to play through the contact through sec.
Price glides inside and draws the foul. Sometimes quickness can beat height.
It is. I can see, watch this quick spin. He's out of there. And a lay. Got to be disciplined as a defender. He caught him leaning all his body weight, momentum going forward, nothing he could do on the spin.
Elijah Price front rims the first of two at the free throw line. The Acrisure Classic is brought to you by Greater Palm Springs, proud sponsor of the Acrisure Classic. Find your oasis in Greater Palm Springs. A couple of misses. Aguilar boards it, and Price winds up getting to the tough way. Hang with him.
Yes, indeed.
Johnson jump stop. Price boards it. 8:40 left. Third place game. He tried to lob it into sec, and it'll count as a missed shot. Daniels. Price got a piece of it. Johnson recovers the loose ball. The pace of this game has really picked up in the second half. Three to shoot. Musa finds Coleman with a finger roll off the window.
And Musa knows how to play. Drew back up with his eyes.
Robinson fouled hard, and Coleman just picked up his fourth. As Robinson down in some pain.
Yeah, he fell on that hip. Watch out, Musa just showed him.
My Turkey Day meal tomorrow.
You got to work.
We do. We got games.
Yeah. Can't be sleeping.
Let me cancel my dinner reservation. Michael Robinson at the free throw line out of the timeout. Had some good backspin on that first attempt. Flirted with a triple-double earlier this month in a win over Prairie View. 2 assists shy of the triple-double. Could be a double-double candidate tonight. Good grip on the mouthpiece and the free throw. He hits both. Inside of 8 minutes, third place game, Acrisure Holiday Invitational. SMU defeated Washington State in the championship earlier tonight.
AJ down on the block.
Brown backs in Price. Gets to the sweet spot. Denied. Puts it back up. Missed again. It's tapped skyward. And Aguilar has it. A gritty defensive sequence from Fresno State. Aguilar finds Weaver. And what do you know?
Did he step out of bounds? I knew it, but I just wanted to see what you were going to say, Chris.
Indeed.
All the time.
Might it be worth it to get a sneaker a size smaller? We'll see Jaden Quaintance tomorrow. Smitty from Arizona State wears a size 19.
Okay.
Johnson puts it in. Have a night, Javonte Johnson. Game high 17.
He was waiting for that one for a long time. He was wide open. If you're the Bulldogs, you can't leave him wide open. He's hot and he's a shooter.
Season high for the fifth-year senior transfer from Colorado State. Aguilar. Crawford's inbounds. Price muscles up on Brown and puts it in. Elijah Price a couple points away from a double-double. 6:30 left in an 8-point game. Daniels racing to the cup, and he lays it in off the window. He's quick.
That's strong. I mean, jerky and moving people.
Price wants that matchup again. And this time Brown wins it. Erasing the attempt in the low post. (19-9) stretch put together by California Baptist since they were outscored 10-2 to open the half, and a wet spot on the floor causes the Dominic Daniels turnover.
Watch this three, perfect form. Johnson, and then Daniels drives this one. Watch the little fella into Price and bucket with the right hand. Then A.J. Brown with a nice tip. Block shot. He didn't really leave his feet on that one.
A.J. Brown is a couple points shy of a double-double. 11 boards for the Wright State transfer. And Fresno State make a late push here. 5:40 left and a double-figure disadvantage for the Bulldogs. Aguilar pulls it. Has not found his rhythm. Fresno State still without a three. Wow. Silverstein coast to coast for the finish.
Sam Silverstein pushed the basketball right down the throat of the Bulldogs and laid it.
Aguilar coming right back at you and fouled by Stevenson. The Harvard transfer from one end to the other.
Watch this push. And good job by Stevenson running. Created an angle because he ran so hard. Had a lane for Sam to be able to drive it. Those are the little things that don't show up. Apparently Stevenson running extremely hard.
Weaver and Price back on the floor for Vance Wahlberg's squad. Their Mountain West season begins next week against San Diego State. Aztecs had a nice win in the Players Era Festival on TBS yesterday against Creighton. Fell to Oregon earlier today over there in Vegas. Stevenson's open. He'll fire a three. In and out. Aguilar out of control, off the bottom of the glass. Johnson has the loose ball. Here he comes. And a foul before the shot.
He is driving it hard, extremely hard. What a game for Javonte Johnson.
Only the fourth foul on Fresno State this half. Daniels, step back. Offensive rebound, Johnson. He's feeling it. Weaver knifing through. Gets it back. And a finger roll to cut the deficit to 8. Vance Wahlberg wanted his team to pressure after the make. And Collins fouls Daniels. Musa back in. Stevenson to the bench.
Big minutes for Stevenson.
Low post, it's A.J. Brown. Trying to spin around set. Powers it up, and it's good. Double-double for A.J. Brown. Collins tried to force it into Price, a takeaway for Daniels.
Sam run.
Lightning quick, but he couldn't finish.
Thought he should have gave that one up.
Collins. It's Price to the bucket. Count it! Field goal plus the foul for Elijah Price. And it gives him a double-double late night in Greater Palm Springs.
Watch Price drive it hard. Good shots. And get some kind of balance so you don't give up easy run-out layups.
Un quoi?
Well, Chris Smitty, I'll tell you what. Vance Wahlberg in that timeout was very, very vehement about grabbing rebounds and being strong in the paint. They're getting doubled up on offensive boards by CBU. And they'll also extend some pressure, make or miss, as you see right there.
The takeaways will be key if Fresno State wants a chance these final few minutes. Of course, they want a chance. They need takeaways. They need extra possessions. Musa turns the corner. Johnson flashes. Diagonal dribble to the free throw line. Back to Musa. And didn't get it off in time.
Good job defensively by the Bulldogs. A little 2-2-1 pressure is definitely hurting the Bulldogs. Uh-oh.
Right, Fresno State has to burn a valuable timeout. Unable to get it in. Little miscommunication. Bulldog ball, they trail by 8 inside of 3 minutes. Richard Patino and New Mexico take on Bobby Hurley and Arizona State.
Two fiery coaches on the sidelines.
Our coverage begins 9 p.m. Eastern here on True TV and Max. Some of the best out west next couple of days. Other men's bracket is Colorado State, TCU, Santa Clara, and Washington. Aguilar straightaway 3. First tonight for Fresno State, and it's a 5-point game.
We got a ball game.
They had missed their first 11 from the perimeter. Aguilar has 16. Daniels around the screen. Musa lets it fly off the heel, and it finds its way to Collins. Bounce pass to Price, off the window and in. It's a 3-point game. Here come the Bulldogs with 2:10 left. 7-0 run for Fresno State.
Yes, indeed, as you can see.
By 10 points, but 7 straight put together by the Bulldogs.
Aguilar's 3. It was huge, Chris.
That was everything.
And then there's bounce pass and easy layup in the paint. Just that quick. 1 possession game.
Fresno State has been as close as 2 points in this second half. But they haven't led since it was 6-5, 4 minutes into the game. Moose is in trouble. Silverstein got Price in the air and earns a couple of free throws.
Such a smart play by Sam. Drive it hard. Stop. 2-foot jump stop. And then pump fake. He had no chance of going up over Price, so he pump fakes.
The ex-Ivy Leaguer who was a team captain in his time at Harvard. Only the 8th free throw attempt tonight for California Baptist. Missed both.
Big misses from Sam Silverstein. 2 misses.
comes Weaver.
That was a tough shot.
Last touched by Silverstein. Another bite at the apple for Fresno State.
Give that credit to Elijah Price. Boy, did he battle down there with two people. Just kept battling.
Price already has a double-double tonight. Aguilar for the tie. In and out. Collins rebounds and puts it back. 1-point game.
Okay, Collins. Standing 6 feet down there in the block, getting the offensive rebound and a put in. 1-point game now, minute and 8 left.
9 straight points for Fresno State. They've got 10 second chance points tonight. And Daniels saved the day. Knifing through the defense, and a tie-up will keep it here. California Baptist will have 9 to shoot.
And only 9 seconds, like you said, on the shot clock. And see what kind of inbounds play they have.
Daniels the trigger man. Coleman. Up top, Musa. Down to 2 to shoot. Fadeaway jump shot off the front rim. Coleman juggling, and he's fouled. And that's the 7th on Fresno State. The 1-1 in a pivotal spot on the way for Kendall Coleman.
Game of inches. As Musa barely touched the rim on that shot, it was contested extremely well. Because it did, it carried him off, and Kendall Coleman right there.
Elijah Price just picked up his 4th foul. Front end of a 1-1 for Kendall Coleman. Fresno State has not led since it was 6-5 at the 16-minute mark of the first half, and Vance Wahlberg will spend his final timeout in a 1-point game with 40 ticks left on the second half timer. High drama, late night in Greater Palm.
Yeah, they've been fantastic. And there's Collins to the inside. The young point guard standing on his 6 feet scores that bucket. But I think also defensively they did a great job. And also CBU has missed some free throws down this stretch.
They've missed their last 3 at the stripe. And the door is as open as it has been all night for Fresno State to jump back in front. Collins picked up by Johnson. Shot clock down to 10. Price out of the high post. Spoon feeds Collins. He stumbles. Out to Robinson. 3 for the lead. Bullseye!
Oh, he shot that one so clean. He left the nets up there hanging.
Timeout, California Baptist. Michael Robinson. Ice in his veins. Late night in Greater Palm Springs.
Ice in his veins. He knocked that one down. A great follow through and great arch on that shot.
California Baptist has not scored in almost 4 minutes. Where do they go here?
Well, I think for sure they got to go to Dominique Daniels Jr. Some kind of way for him to see if he can get down low and get into the paint.
Here comes Daniels. Up top it comes. Coleman throws it away off the hands of Musa. Whoops.
That was interesting. Well, let's watch it. I can't understand what happened on this play. Daniels kicks it out to Coleman. Boy, he threw that one just extremely hard in the spot he thought Musa was.
Inbound to Aguilar, and Johnson commits the foul at 7.7. Still the 1-1 bonus for Fresno State. But Amar Aguilar is a perfect 3 for 3 at the free throw line tonight.
Yeah, he shoots it at an 83% clip.
Remember, it was his 3 that really helped kickstart this late run for Fresno State. They had missed their first 11 shots from the perimeter, but Aguilar and Robinson with some critical downtown hits in the final couple minutes here. Front end. This, as they say, is the big one. Neither side has a timeout remaining. Front rimmed it. Does Fresno State foul?
Let's see, I would.
Daniels for the tie. Punched it in!
2 seconds left.
Baseball pass. Broken up. Price turns. And out.
What a shot by Dominique Daniels Jr.
We've got 5 more minutes of basketball in Greater Palms.
Wow.
Second night of a back-to-back, but it appears that both of these teams have plenty in the tank. Overtime in Greater Palm Springs. California Baptist operates to A.J. Brown. Robinson draped all over him. Brown misses the turnaround flip, and CBU one and done to start OT.
Robinson did a nice job. Defensively walling up against A.J. Brown.
Help comes on Aguilar. Collins around the Aguilar screen.
Good defense.
Collins, step back. It bounces out. Aguilar had it for a moment and knocked out by California Baptist. Have to admire the hustle from both of these teams.
Yes,
You'd think this was the championship game.
They are playing extremely hard.
Johnson back in for Stevenson. On a bounce, Aguilar fouled quickly by Silverstein.
You can tell that's the set play. They've worked on that a lot.
One and one still for Aguilar. Now they'll say in the act of shooting 2 shots. So it doesn't matter that that one rolls off. A couple of key misses for this guy at the free throw line. He does connect on the second, and he's got a game high 18 points. Coleman over Aguilar, wide right, and it pinballs out. Last touched by Fresno State. California Baptist will have 13 to shoot.
See right there, Coleman. Probably wish he had that one back.
Daniels pulls the trigger. And this time tapped out by CBU. 10 3-point attempts for Dominique Daniels, and maybe he should pull the trigger from a little further out.
He's comfortable at that long distance. Right now, he has to get it back on the defensive line, and right now down by 1.
Robinson's back to the basket. Into the body of Coleman, who got a piece of the shot. Price saves it in. Robinson tried to go up and under and missed it. Both of these defenses digging in to start overtime.
Collins doing a good job trying to deny, making Daniels work.
Daniels steps back for the lead. Back-to-back perimeter misses. No field goals on either side yet here in overtime. Silverstein pokes it out. Big bounce back game for Amar Aguilar. Was limited to 5 points last night. Has 18 in this one. Late in the clock, Collins. Weaving through. And leaves it short. Double-double for Coleman, 10 points, 12 boards. Daniels falling away, puts it in. He only makes the tough ones.
I thought he got fouled on that one, but he still knocked that one down. 1-point lead right now for CBU. Where do the Bulldogs go? Where do they go?
2 minutes left. Robinson kicks. Aguilar on target.
He makes tough shots. Tough shots.
Did I miss a sign on the way in? Tough buckets only. Johnson, right back at
you. He gives them a lot of spacing because he's in that three-point corner. We're ready to fire tonight, knocking him down.
5th tray for Javonte Johnson. He's got a 20-piece. CBU by 1. Collins up top. It's Aguilar with a 3.
He is on fire.
24 for Aguilar. Here comes Daniels off the window and in.
Back and forth.
$21 for Daniels in the desert tonight. And we've got 72s on the board. A heat check. Boy, chased his miss. Ought to be careful here. Both teams at the bonnet.
72 all.
Relentless pursuit. Daniels sneaks it into Silverstein, and it's poked out by Price with 7 to shoot. Reviewable here inside of 2 minutes, and Fresno State is asking for one.
One of these shots because the ball is taken out underneath the basket.
Who's going to hit the next big shot in this game? A.J. Brown backs in Price, flips it in off the window. CBU by 2. Here comes Collins. Up top is Robinson. Back to Collins. Stair drop. Ties it. Daniels with 2. Half court for the win. Double overtime.
Once again, shot making. Collins.
They might have to push back the USC St. Mary's start time.
We're definitely into Turkey Day on the East Coast. Getting close on the West Coast.
We're deep into Turkey Day on the East Coast. Here comes Aguilar with a head of steam. And it's headed to California Baptist. Aguilar with a game-high 24. Daniels leading California Baptist with 21 tonight. Daniels pulls. It rolls harmlessly to Robinson after bodies hit the floor.
They didn't have to move for that one.
Robinson cradles it, hangs and misses off the side of the glass. And Fresno State will keep it. And you feel for whoever comes out on the wrong end of this game. Price. A couple of free throws on the way.
I like Price. Elijah Price plays extremely hard for the Bulldogs. 6'9" freshman.
4th foul on Johnson. Price, a redshirt at Drake last year. How about their ex-head coach who took the job at West Virginia? Big upset in the Bahamas today over the third-ranked Gonzaga Bulldogs.
Yes.
Today? Yesterday?
That was impressive. I mean, kind of yesterday.
Yesterday in the Bahamas.
Yes.
Today, out on the best coast. You see what I did there?
I heard you. I live on the East Coast.
I know you do. Price puts in both. Fresno State, the first points of our second overtime session. Daniels taking his time. Johnson into the paint, stripped. And it's going to stay with CBU. 5 on the timer.
5 on the timer. See if they run the exact same play for A.J. Brown down on the block.
Brown back to Daniels. Has to hoist. Coleman rips it down and flushes it home.
That is a gritty rebound for Kendall Coleman and put back to tie this ball game up.
12 points, 14 boards tonight for Coleman. Help comes on Robinson. Out to Price. He sees a lane and lays it in.
Price is always in attack mode.
The Price is right. 16 for Elijah. 3 minutes left. Daniels puts his head down. Count it! No! This is not the next level, we're reminded. That was on the floor.
Yeah, good call. But like you said, on the next level, that's definitely a handball. Let's watch it. Foul before it gathers. I wish they changed that rule to the NBA rule.
Eighth team foul on Fresno State. Still the 1-and-1 situation here. Daniels is perfect at the free throw line tonight. 3 for 3. Seventh tie. Been 10 lead changes tonight. Aguilar picked up by Johnson. He's got the 4 fouls. Aguilar off balance flip.
That is a score we're watching.
26 for Aguilar. Third time this season he's cleared 25. Big time score. The reigning National JUCO Player of the Year was a big get for Vance Wahlberg when he got the job in the Central Valley. Paying dividends tonight. 5 to shoot. It's Daniels back to the 10. Wicked shot. Wow. Incredible. Knocked away. Silverstein couldn't stay in.
Boy, I'm impressed from both sides how hard they're playing and how much they have left. But watch this play. Really? Wow.
Are you for real right now?
I can't believe he had the English and the presence of mind to get that one on the glass and lay it. They're all tied up at 80.
Zayon Collins kicks. Robinson corner tray. Coleman clears. Daniels huffing and puffing. Entry pass. Price. And a tie-up with A.J. Brown. It stays with California Baptist 7 to shoot.
That was interesting. Let's watch this play by Price. Still both guys going after it.
It finds its way to Silverstein, back to Coleman for two.
Back and forth, back and forth.
Right place, right time for Kendall Coleman. He's got 14 and 14.
Let's watch this play. Gets it knocked out of his hand. And then Sam Daniels Jr. I thought it was online, a little short. 102 left, and we're right here with a 2-point lead by CBU, but the Bulldogs have the ball.
Been a balanced effort from Fresno State. All 5 guys on the floor have scored double figures tonight for the Bulldogs. Price up top. Into Robinson. Has the mismatch. Turns and missed it.
That'd be solid right now if you're the Bulldogs defensively. If you're CBU, you want to run this clock down and try to get something going toward the rim.
9 seconds separate the game clock and the shot clock. And California Baptist finally put this one away. It's Daniels downhill. He rolls it in. 4-point lead.
That's 4. Bulldogs got to go quickly.
Collins finds Aguilar. He'll hoist. Missed everything. Weaver snares it. Weaver and a foul with 2.7. So this is a situation, Smitty, where you hope to hit the first free throw, and you probably missed the second one intentionally and try and hoist the 3 somehow.
And I'm not looking right now. If you're CBU and Rick Croy, you want to get some size in on this free throw because there's going to be a miss.
Jalen Weaver, who has not been at the free throw line tonight, 67% on the season. The ever important first one, and it bounces in. Wouldn't you want more the 7-footer in the game here for Fresno State? They'll take a timeout and talk about it.
They have switched Weaver out on Dominic Daniels Jr. I know he's a better defender, bigger defender, 6'4", but when you have a small guard like that, I would love to see them keep Collins on because Little knows how to play Little.
All right, what's the strategy here? It's got to draw iron, and it didn't. I still don't understand why you don't put the 7-footer in the game in that situation.
Now you got to get the ball in bounds. 2.7 seconds left.
A.J. Brown is all alone in the front court. Inbound Daniels. Vance Wahlberg was hoping for traveling. Instead, a foul called with 1.7. Even if he misses both here.
And Elijah Price was baiting them to throw the ball to A.J. Brown. He wanted to get a chance to see if he can get a steal.
There's a lot of ways to look at this because California Baptist was kind of in control of this game until Fresno State had that late second half flurry. But before Daniels hit that miracle shot, maybe not a miracle shot, that's not the way to put it, but an incredibly difficult shot just inside the half-court line to tie it up and send it to the first overtime. Amar Aguilar, it was off of his missed free throw. He could have put him up 4 and essentially put the game away. So there were missed opportunities on both sides, but when it was all said and done, in double overtime, California Baptist had a little bit more. 86-81, your final score, and the Lancers take 3rd place in the Acrisure Holiday Invitational.